In this training video, we will be going over how to enter a legal entity into SDWIS and associate that legal entity to a water system, how to enter a population count, how to enter the service connection count, how to enter fee codes, how to update and enter backfeed codes, and how to enter a sanitary survey. The first thing that we want to do is enter our legal entity, and what we're going to do is make sure that that person is not already entered in SDWIS, so we go to Legal Entities, select Legal Entity, and enter the person's last name, and click Search. Once we see that that person is not already in SDWIS, we go up to Edit, Add, Individual, and start entering the information for the person that we want to add to SDWIS. Once we enter all the information, click OK. And now that person is listed as a legal entity in SDWIS. We go up to File and click Exit to save all changes. Now we're going to enter this person in the water system. Actually, we're going to associate them to the water system. So we go to Inventory, click Modify Water System, and enter the water system you want to add them to. Scroll down to Related Points of Contact and click Expand. Go up to Edit and click Add. We're going to do a search for the person that we want to add to this water system. Click Search after we enter their last name. Once we see their name, we highlight it and click Edit, Select. Now we have our legal entities information brought up. We want to give them a role. I'm giving this person the role of administrative contact, and it automatically populates today's date, and click OK. That person is now listed in our related points of contact. We go up to File and click Exit. And now this person is listed in our related points of contact for our water system. Now we're going to enter the population served. We want to make sure that when we enter the population served, that we match the state type. So this is a community water system. So under population served, I click Expand, and I go up to Edit and click Add. And under population served, I click Add Population. This is a community water system, so I'm going to add a residential population. I enter that count there in the estimated count field, and I click OK. Everything looks good, so I click OK to save all changes. And I go up to File and Exit to back out of that field or that screen. There's my population. Now I'm going to enter the service connection count. So under service connection, I click Expand. I go up to Edit and click Add. From the drop-down menu, I make sure that I select the correct service connection, and I go over and enter the service connection count. Click OK. Go up to File and click Exit. Now what I want to do is enter the fee code. So from the water system modifications screen, I would go and select More. Scroll down to the Measures and Indicators table, and under the Indicators table I would select Add. From the drop-down menu, I select Fee Code, and in the Value field from the drop-down menu, I would select the correct fee code for this water system, and then click OK. Now in the Measures table, I click Add, In the type, I select feed points. In the units of measure, I again select feed point units and click OK. Once I have added my feed code and feed points, I click OK to save all my changes. And now what I'm going to do is update the backfeed codes. So I will go to the water system facility field, select my facility and click Modify. Scroll down to the sampling point, highlight it, and click Change. In the Note 2 field, I'm going to use the backfeed codes. There's actually a procedure document on SharePoint that has a list of all the backfeed codes you can enter. And the Note 3 field is actually pertains to your district. So I'll enter those two codes. So this is our backfeed code, and this is the code that pertains to whatever district that you are in. And then you click OK. And to get out of this and save all changes, click OK again. And to save all changes that we've made to this water system, you click OK. Now this water system type maintenance screen comes up, and that is because originally it was a non-public water system, but now it's calling it a community water system. Both the federal and state type match, so I'm okay with that because they should match. So I'm going to click Change State Type, Community, OK. Now when you get this TCR sample schedule modification screen, you want to make sure you select Make No Changes. Now we're going to enter the site visit. So I go over to the main menu, I click Site Visits and click Site Visit, and since this is going to be a new site visit, I click Add. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter my water system. If you tab, it automatically enters the name of the water system for you. I'm going to enter, and completed is automatically populated. I'm going to enter the date of the water system site visit. And under primary reason, I'm going to select Sanitary Survey. Now, if this is a sanitary survey that I'm entering, then 8 of these elements are mandatory, and the last 3 are not. And if you have a water system that does not have treatment, you want to make sure you go in there and select Not Applicable. For the rest, you want to select No Deficiencies, Recommendations, remember the last 3 are optional. You always want to make sure under parties present that you associate a CDPH staff person. I'm going to enter myself. So I'm doing a search for me, highlight myself, select me. You also want to make that person the primary role So you highlight that person's name and click Make Role Primary. And once you're done with that, you click OK. And there's our sanitary survey. Go up to File, click Exit to save all changes, and that completes our training.